poll results are in. I put this poll on our YouTube community post, and I asked about 4 ETFs. The question was, which of the 4 are your favorite option income strategy ETF? And there was YMAX, ulty, IWMY, and QQQY. So the 2 are from YMAX ETFs, and the third and the fourth one, these are from Defiance. And then both of them, all of these 4 I picking because they're pretty good. Now, when I asked this, there are 177 votes, as you can see right here, and 60% of those people said YMAX. So that means YMAX is a choice for most investors. Even though ulty and IWMY, it seems to be kind of get almost the same. So now there are reactions to these poll as well. There's a guy here, it says football 8829, it says none of the above, msty. This person, so he didn't pick any of those, but he said msty. And the reason I say msty, because he thinks msty has more yield. And another user said YMAX seem to be less volatile, but if you need an income immediately, choose the others. Another user says right here, Bernard Clement says YMAX for diversification. We look at other user here, msty, the above are lightweight. So msty, guys, is not here, but this is MicroStrategy ETF, which actually pays the most. It pays a lot of money, almost $4, I think they pay last month, and he has done great. Almost right now the prices are almost double, right? And also that's from YMAX. And then another person say msty, Connie, and NVDY. I didn't put those ones, but all of 3 are from YMAX ETFs. So these are not the funds that I put on, but a lot of people, it seems they like msty. So maybe next time I should put that on the poll. Another person, JTL1776, says ulty and IWMY, and because it says it pays $1 plus consistent per share every month. So he chose that one. He chose those 2 funds because they pay $1 plus when it comes to dividends. And I made a video on all of these ETFs that I've posted here. So if you want to check on a video page on our YouTube page, you can see all of this video and do search, and you can find all of these ones. And then I made a tutorial on how you can generate money using these ETFs. So now, because YMAX has get the most vote here, what I decided to do is to go on a review and show you how you can retire just using YMAX. So this will be pretty interesting video, guys. Stick around and enjoy the show. So this is the YMAX Universe Fund of Option Income ETF. So the fund, just the way it is that it's the only fund out of YMAX ETFs that is more diversified, because it includes all the YMAX ETFs and these ones here. You see all these funds here? All these funds are included in YMAX, all of these above here, except fund of funds. So that's a pretty interesting, because all of this is very diversified. Now the yield right now is 43, 70, almost 44%. And if we look at distribution, they've paid only 4 times since he came out. And I'm going to show you how much it is so far. And if we go to fund overview, or fund information, it's inception of this fund came on January 1st 2024, and primary exchange is New York, and management expense ratio is 0.99, or about 1% plus all the fees and everything like that. And if we look at it, asset right now is 172 million, or about 173 million. So it's a pretty good amount. If we go down to performance, so far has returned about 8%. 8.40, so almost kind of like S&P 500, and that's inclusive with the dividends. So now, of course, we see the holdings. I've showed you all the holdings. These are the main holdings, and they're, by the way, they're equal weight. Because you can see here all the holding, they're just 5%. And we look at the price performance. YMAX Universe Fund of Option Income right now is at 2011, and 52-week range is between 1938 to 2194. Because we can see here, it started at 20, it went all the way up. One time it went all the way to 21, and right now is at 20. At the one point it was all the way down to 19. So this shows you, even though this fund can go down and it can also recover, because as you can see there, it was 19 and it recovers now is about, it went all the way to 20, almost 21, and then it's a pretty good fund to have. So now let's see, having that fund, if you want to generate income using this fund and retire with this fund, how can you do it? So now we going to look at the dividend that they distribute so far. They're it's 62 altogether. Like on average, they've paid 62 cents, because the last one they paid 73, and the first one they only paid 53. But if we average the fours that they've paid so far, it will be 62 cents per share, all inclusive. So since they've paid the four, if you include the four dividend they've paid all together, and let's say you invest that money, you kept that money, now you would have $2.47 per share. So that if you add that to the price that it is right now, that would be $22.68. Now if you use that price they have right now, as of today, closing on Friday, the price is 2011, and that will give you yield about 44%. If we go on the average of 62 cents, that will give 37%. Now if you have $100,000 invested in that, it was going to give you 4,972 shares. That will give you 3,330 monthly income, and that will be annual income of 43,560 on just 100,000. And this is very diversified ETF, which is a pretty good. Now if we add that money, you put $100,000 more, so you have 200,000 in total. You're gonna have amount of double the share of that, and your income will be 7,260, which is gonna give about 87,121. That's almost 90,000 a year. That's a lot of money to retire. So what I'm saying right now, if you have $200,000, you can literally retire right now using YMAX, and it's very diversified. You can see it doesn't go anywhere. So now, what if you go on an average? Because we saw the average is a little bit less than what they paid last month. But if you can see a trend here, guys, look at the trend of YMAX. They've paid, the first one was 53, they went with 57, and they went with 63. Now they went with 73. So that means the trend is up trajectory. So that means they increase their dividend every time, which is good. So let's say, for example, next month they pay 83. That means the amount of money is going to increase. So if they go with this trajectory, meaning you're going to get even more income if they increase. So let's say they don't increase, we just stick to the average between 60 to, let's say, 65. Then this is how much you're going to get. Out of your $100,000, you're going to get 3,083 a month, which would be 36,097. That's very little money. You can really retire with this. It's just going to be maybe amount of money you can just maybe help you do something, but it's not going to be enough money to retire. But if you put $200,000 using average distribution, you're going to get 73,993. Guys, that's a pretty good. So I just want to keep you an update on YMAX. And the reason I did this is because it's the only ETF that has been picked as a favorite. So there you have it. That's all I have for today. If you haven't subscribed, just make sure to subscribe. And if you like this content, always give me a like. Till we meet again next video. Bye bye.